Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the IVES number COR7G 7-inch projection gravity coordinator. So while we're looking at it here, a gravity coordinator is intended to properly sequence or time the closing action of a pair of doors. For instance, you've got a pair of doors. One door's got a lock on it. The other door might have automatic flush bolts and an astragal or an astragal. You need to make sure that that door with the automatic flush bolts and astragal closes first before the active door. Okay? And a coordinator does exactly that. It coordinates the closing. This is a gravity style. And it's there's a bar type and a gravity type. The gravity type is extremely common, and the COR7 is a very typical common unit to use. Okay, it's for typical size doors, and we'll go over that. First of all, it's non-handed. You can take it and flip it over, and the only thing you would do is move this wheel towards the bottom, and I'll show you why that's there in a moment. Okay, so as you can see here, the point where this is resting at is lower than the point where this is resting at. Okay, so what happens is the active door is going to come and hit this roller, and it's going to be prevented from going any further until the inactive door comes and hits this lobe. And that action of pushing against, well, the wheel would be down here. That action of pushing against that would force this up, allowing the inactive door to close. So the inactive door hits this, pushes it up as it's closing, forcing that lever higher, allowing clearance for the active door to close in behind it. That's the purpose of a coordinator. There's a link below this video to the template. It shows everything important dimensionally about it. It shows the ancillary items that you need to install at the same time. So, what you're dealing with here is your coordinator, okay, as we just discussed. This, by the way, this is shown in a satin chrome finish. It's available in different finishes. It's quite heavy. This weighs well over 2 pounds. You're going to get an adjustable door bracket, which is going to be mounted on the inactive door, or the door that you want to close first per the drawing. Then you've got a little scar plate here. It's called strike plate that you would use for wood doors. You would mount that to the top so that it would look per the drawing like this. Okay. Reviewing the link to the template gives a very good understanding of how this is supposed to work, especially the diagram in the upper left-hand corner. You've got an active door with an astragal attached to the pull side. Very typical for exterior doors. Okay, you might, meaning that astragal to be attached to provide cover between the seam or the meeting style of the two doors. That coordinator arm with the roller is going to prevent that from closing until the inactive door, as it's called out, comes through and closes. Strike plate is going to hit that lobe, as we discussed, like this. And as the inactive door closes, it's going to, again, push that up. It's going to push it up. It's hard, you know, it's quite heavy, so it's hard to do that with my hand. But that's what happens. Then the adjustable door bracket is going to provide, you know, a way for this to rest on the face of the inactive door so that this doesn't have a tendency to want to flop down and, quite frankly, be in the way of the doors when they would try to open. They would hit that. The pivot washer installation, that nylon wheel there, install half-threaded pivot and nylon washer into drilled and tapped hole on outside of coordinator short arm. The lobe part is the short arm. Use hole nearest to top of door. So when installed, nylon washer will ride over strike plate as an active door closes. So this, in our example here, it should be shown this way. That needs to come in contact with the strike plate and the adjustable door bracket. Okay. Now, importantly, in the extended description below this video, use on pairs of doors with astragal on active door up to 4 foot. Okay. With astragal, an active door up to 3'4". So if you've got doors that exceed those widths, the 7-inch version is not long enough, quite frankly. You'd need the 9-inch. With astragals, both doors up to 2'10". If you've got a, keep in mind that you might need the longer version if you've got, something that's happening on both doors. So per the extended description, when the active door is open, coordinator prevents active door from closing until inactive door bypasses. Closing of inactive door causes strike plate on top of door to contact cam and lift arm, allowing active door to close. As inactive door continues closing, roller rides over the strike plate onto the door bracket, holding arm above active door. So that's everything we just discussed. Gravity action arm and door bracket are adjustable on the job for ease of installation, blah, blah, blah. UL listed for fire doors. It's not handed, as we said. It's available in different architectural finishes and is extremely, extremely, extremely common. So when they're saying that it's adjustable, they made a comment there. Gravity action arm and door bracket are adjustable. So you can adjust the door bracket by sliding it up and down. But what gives you the ability to tailor exactly how far down that drops is by the setting of the set screws that you can see from the back side here. Okay, so you'll need to bring those flush, and then you'll be able to adjust that so that you can make that exactly how you need it to be. So bringing those set screws flush, and as you tighten it down, you can drive exactly the point at which, it's hard for you to see it there, I suppose, drive well exactly the point at which you can see the set screw right inside of there, right in here. So if you have that project out, you can tailor how much that, quite frankly, droops down in relationship to your door size. IVES, full-line manufacturer of all things trim and auxiliary hardware related, not only coordinators, but they're obviously well known for their door stops, push and pull plates, kick plates, push and pull bar sets, pivots, continuous hinges, pin and barrel hinges. If you have any questions on the IVES COR7G 7-inch gravity coordinator or any other IVES product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.